I'm getting a little sick and tired of what you stand for. I'm a little sick and tired of your music. I'm just plain sick and tired of you, but I'll deal with you later. I know that you're directly responsible, you and that no-good Dr. Dead, for that snot-nosed punk Steve Cox sticking that nose where it doesn't belong. Well, only one time, and one time alone, do you stick your nose in Devastation's business and walk around and talk about it. So you better think and think good, punk.
Let me tell you something, Akbar. You can stand out here and you can run your mouth till you're blue in the face. You're just gonna roll right off my back. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm guaranteeing that before it's all over, said and done, I'm gonna do two things. Number one, I'm gonna take the belt off that big fat man of yours. And number two, Akbar, I'm gonna beat you to a bloody pulp. Now, to matters a little more urgent, like this match right here and now. When I signed this match, I was confident that I had a partner I could trust, and I'm talking about you, Iceman. But right now, I'm a little bit worried. 2 weeks ago, we signed this contract, and I knew I could trust you. But I'm gonna tell you, right now, I'm not sure about you, and I wanna know one thing. Are you with me or not?
Say, man, what's your problem? I ain't did you nothing. I was talking about you. Now you acting like that jailbird in the back in that Oreo cookie.
Well, let's break it down right here. Iceman King Parsons is just standing back and watching it happen.
Yeah, Parsons, you know, Ted DiBiase is just a little bit too trusting. Should have got that out of Parsons in the dressing room before he ever got in there. Now he's at the mercy of Devastation Incorporated, and the Iceman just slowly walks out on him. But Ted DiBiase fighting back. He pops Irwin. DiBiase all by himself out there.
High elevation and up in the lights goes Wild Bill Irwin as Iceman King Parsons has disappeared into the dressing room.
Well, I think Ted DiBiase can stay one-on-one with any man in the wrestling, but I don't know if he can stay against two, especially when they keep tagging in the fresh man. But right now, apparently, they've called this a tag match, and DiBiase's on his own.
Eli, you can bet Akbar is lacking this situation, Bill. He's got two Devastation members against Ted DiBiase.
Well, I'll tell you what, this developing situation with Iceman King Parsons certainly has proven that it's beyond just a personal conflict with Chris Adams. This has gone beyond those bounds.
The situation, Ted DiBiase mentioning he's going to take care of Akbar and beat him to a bloody pulp.
Well, he's talking about the one-man gang. That's 500 pounds and 6'9". And one-man gang has beat some tough ones, but Ted DiBiase is in a lot of trouble right now because I don't care who you are, you can't hang on. Steve Cox. Steve Cox has just come out.
The young protege is there.
Right, and this Tulsa crowd is really responsive to him.
Eli with a kick to the midsection of Ted DiBiase, and DiBiase, who hopefully has seen Steve Cox in the corner, needs to get there and make the tag.
Well, Cox still bound by the collegiate style where he believes in the rules and regulations, and right now he's waiting for a tag from DiBiase. I think if he's been around for a little while longer, he won't wait because he'll know that nobody else will. You got to take and fight fire with fire. But still, having him in that corner has got to give DiBiase great hope. He's no longer alone. Oh, Bill Irwin really came for the coup de grace then, Jim, and DiBiase got out of the way. If he can make a tag, he'll have a fresh partner in the ring.
DiBiase's going that way, and there's the tag.
Steve Cox.
And Cox is hammering away at Irwin. It's tooth and nail.
He lined the eliminator from behind. Cox is standing right in, and DiBiase is standing. They're walking tall, and they're giving it back. This is a Donnybrook.
It's a Pier 6 brawl here on the UWF DiBiase with a drop kick. And Irwin and Cox are still fighting.
Too strong. Irwin couldn't drive him in. Cox is so powerful. Akbar is pretty upset about this development. He thought he had it all his way.
Devastation leaving the ring. Steve Cox and Ted DiBiase standing up to the challenge. Akbar is incensed, but this Cox kid is definitely for real. But the Iceman that I knew at one time is not the Iceman that's standing here right now as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure as far as these people are concerned. I'm not here to start an argument with you, but I want to know, and these people deserve to know, what's in your head? What's going on? Why did you walk out on Ted DiBiase?
Look, man, everybody has problems, you understand? And a friend of mine's let me down. Now, if Ted DiBiase would have kept his mouth shut, we would have went on and got down and did everything that we were supposed to do. But since he act like that jailbird, Chris Adams, he got just what the doctor ordered. Can you dig it?
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. I don't agree with what you're saying. You talk about Chris Adams. You had the opportunity. You earned your way into the finals of the tournament, and then you walked out.
Yeah, you got it all wrong, brother. You got it all wrong. Chris Adams walked out. See, me and that man goes back a long way. But I told him, I said, when you come here, it's the line that you can't cross. But he crossed the line, and then he did some time. All right, everybody makes a mistake. So I stood in there with it. I called him every day when he was in the slammer. I sent him money. I even went to see him when my time was off. I even signed him up for the tag team tournament here. I could have picked somebody else, but I believed in the man. He was my best friend. But what did he do? Smile in my face and stab me right in the back where it hurts.
Well, we're in a total disagreement with that. And then Savannah Jack comes to the ring to try to get everything put back together.
Yes, yes, yes. My brother, Savannah Jack. But I tried to make up. I wanted to smooth all this off. So I asked him to come out here, and they wouldn't come. But I got something I want to present to him anyhow.
Well, I know what you're going to present because I've already seen this, and I don't think that I care to look at it again as far as that's concerned. I don't think the fans are going to care to see what you've got in this sack.
Well, I'm going to show it anyhow because I think these fans deserve it.
Well, let's get on with it then. If we've got a Iceman King Parsons.
Chris Adams? What kind of bird can't fly?
It was not what we expected, but Sting is still at ringside. Maybe Missy or Eddie is probably having Sting to stay there to keep an eye on Mike Boyette. Who knows? Anyway, Terry Taylor with a right hand and hot stuff. And there goes the Iceman. Iceman King Parsons cannot keep his nose out of. Now he's going to come. Now he's coming back to the ring. After what he said to Chris Adams, he may want to be a little careful where he treads. I'll say that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Eddie Gilbert, I heard you was looking for a partner. Let me be your partner. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I should be the champion, sucker. I should be the champion. You thief. You slanted, four-eyed thief. You stole that belt, sucker. You stole that belt. Yes, and with friends like you who need enemies, huh? You jailbird. Who need enemies with friends like you, huh? Huh? Who need enemies, sucker? But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, sucker. I'll get even. I'll get even, sucker.
Iceman King Parsons has made his spiel. There's several officials out there to try to get this thing back under control. And I'll tell you, Edward Falk there talking to the Iceman. They're trying to get the Iceman cleared. Senior referee Tommy Gilbert has gone by our vantage point. And there he is at ringside. So I don't know if Hot Stuff has accepted Iceman's offer. Obviously, he has not as of yet. Boy, you talk about some confusing situation here. This is the Universal Wrestling Federation, so you just don't want to go away from any matches. They're physically removing Iceman King Parsons from the ringside area. And there you see him right there having a face-to-face confrontation with both officials as they're banishing him back to the locker room. So it's going to stand, apparently, Taylor and Adams. And I know Adams has got to be thinking of a lot of things, and perhaps other than Mike Boyette and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Jailbird. Man, can you imagine, after Adams was the man to stand up and admit his mistake? Chris Adams is a man among men. Not very many people would admit that they made an error and did everything they could to correct it. He has been a very positive influence on the youth since that time. Jailbird. Well, he's a former world's heavyweight champion by one association. He is a tremendous athlete. Clothesline hype by Chris Adams, and Gilbert goes down. Sting and Missy Hyatt looking on at ringside. Nice move by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, who is a tremendous scientific wrestler if he cares to be. He also has one of the top 2 or 3 minds in this sport today, in my opinion. He's a tremendous tactician. And now he has tagged Mike Boyette, the veteran. Mike Boyette, who is in the dream match as far as his career is concerned. His career was not on any upward thrust as of late, but this is a break for Mike Boyette. Tag team championship, it takes 3 seconds, and Boyette is a veteran, and he will not make too many errors. Boyette now kicking away at Terry Taylor. Don't forget, Michael P.S. Hayes will join me for color commentary right here next week. We'll also be talking about those big events coming to Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Detroit, Kansas City, Memphis, and many other great cities across this land of ours, where many of them will be seeing the UWF for the first time. Taylor now fighting back, and into the wrong corner is Terry Taylor. The tag has been made. Gilbert now taking back over on Taylor as Chris Adams waiting patiently on the outside. Reversal by Taylor. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert with a neck breaker. The impromptu battle for the tag team championship, because it was scheduled to be Gilbert and Sting. There's Chris Adams standing tall on the second rope. Nice suplex by Eddie Gilbert. And Gilbert grapevine the leg. A 2 count, a near fall. What action. Ted DiBiase wants General Skandar Akbar, and he wants him badly. Dark journey. We're going to find out more about that jar or whatever it is, hopefully next week. Gilbert comes off the second rope. That would have been the coup de grace, but Terry Taylor moves out of the way, and we're inside 1 minute of airtime on this program. Their tags have been made on both sides of the ring. Gentlemen, Chris Adams coming in with a fury on Mike Boyette. Adams catapulting Boyette head first into the top turnbuckle. Adams belly to back suplex on Boyette. It's Gilbert and